Hello and welcome. I am Clint Kelly, your Iron City gardener. I am about to start potting up or rooting some of this Portulacaria alpha variegata. I know it as rainbow bush. I also personally call it tiny jade because it looks like little jade plants to me, but that's not what it is. It's not even in the jade family, but it's Portulacaria alpha variegata. Do not ask me to say that 10 times quickly because it won't happen. But I'm about to root up 21 of these for October the 18th at the Main Street Plant Swap in Summerton, Alabama. I am so excited about that. That is October the 18th in Summerton, Alabama. You can find it on Facebook. It is Main Street Plant Swap. And I'm going to root up 21 of these very quickly, very simply, and I'm going to do a few for you on screen, but I'm excited about doing a plant swap. I just went to one the other day and got a few things. I don't know if you can see them real well in the background or not, but absolutely enjoyed myself greatly. And so when I saw that Summerton, where I have my other business, which is a scrapyard, I decided, well, I'm right down the street from it all the time anyway. Might as well get some stuff together. So when I talked to Tracy when I got home today about doing a plant swap and selling some plants and possibly some of our higher end plants, he was like, do you think they'll go over well? I said, well, we won't know until we try, right? So this right here, I am going to root up about 21 of these to bring. And Tracy was looking around the greenhouse and said, well, what else can you take? And I said, well, we have a whole month, so basically I can take one of everything or 10 of everything, because most everything that we have here roots extremely quickly and extremely well, or at least it does for us. So just right off the top of my head, I see some rickrack cactus that I already have rooted that I can bring a few of those. I have some dragon fruit cactus that I can bring some of. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 varieties of pothos. I have a couple of Janet Craig corn plants that need to go away from here before the wintertime hits. I have a couple of, oh, let me grab one of these. This has just rooted up, so I can bring one of these and possibly 3 more, because they're not really showing signs of rooting yet, but I just cut them a week ago. So this is, of course, the Monstera Galaxy is what this one is. And I have 4 cuttings of it that can come with me. And then I may just load up my mother plant and bring her too, so y'all can see she is a monster. I have some Dieffenbachias and all types of philodendrons in here, and donkey's tail and ghost plant, and Agave Americana variegata. I see it over there, which is a variegated agave, which can live outside here if you treat it just right, but I still move mine in and out every year. Tons of different succulents and cactuses that I can root up in plenty of time. So I hope to see some of y'all there when we do this. But for now, let's do some rootings of this rainbow bush. Now, I have already prepped this soil, but some of it needs a little more water. Let's get this watering can a hold of these. Some of them got a little more moist than the others did, so. And these need watering about every 10 days. They are hardy down to about 40 degrees, 42 degrees, right in that area, and they will tolerate temperatures up to 109. I know that it's got a funky name, but rainbow bush is just one of them. I think some people call it elephant plant or variegated elephant plant, but I had never heard it called that until recently. So we're going to need 21 cuttings, and this branch right here will provide tons of them. I want you to see this really well. This right here has multiple stems coming off of it all the way down, and each one of those will make a whole nother plant. I would even speculate that if you have the patience of Job, which I do not, that you could go through and actually root these from leaves. So that one stem has given us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 good cuttings, and then we're going to use the original stem as well. Let's pull that off of there. I'm going to stick that in a pot, even though I don't think that part will root. But we will set these leaves aside, and I will drop them as sand propagation box. I love a good sand propagation box. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I am using Clonex. It's my favorite rooting hormone right now. Although I suspect you probably don't need any for these. And I will go ahead and pop these in right quick. I used to laugh at my mother when she would do cuttings this small. I always thought it was silly. I was like, well, you've got that huge mother plant. Why are you cutting such small cuttings? And when I realized that her cuttings were doing 10 times better than the ones that I had cut from the huge sections, I learned real quick that certain plants do much better from small cuttings. They tend to grow 10 times quicker because they adapt. It's like the tip growth is almost like a stem cell. It changes much quicker, it roots much quicker, and it just seems to do so much better than when I do large cuttings. Now, with that being said, I do love to start big cuttings of bush plants like roses, or my favorite is to do large cuttings of yellow bells. I love to cut a large stem, or rose of Sharon, yeah, they do real well. But the less woody hibiscus, like the herbaceous hibiscus that are perennial, they don't do as well for me with large cuttings, so I have to do tip cuttings of them, 6 to 8 inches right from the tip. But these right here, just by the feel of their flesh and their leaves, I would say these will be rooted in about 14 days here in this greenhouse, if it takes them that long. And if you'll notice, I'm not wearing any gloves. And this is a milky plant, so always, always, always wear gloves if you have sensitive skin, especially with any type of succulent variety of plant or cacti, because you just don't know. I have never had a bad response to anything except for fire stick, which, if you're familiar with fire stick cactus, it makes your flesh feel like it's on fire. Just using my pencil as a good awl to get in there. Now, I have not thrown my leaves away. I am going to put them in a sandbox and just see if they root. So if they do, you will see tiny, tiny, tiny rootings being given away at the plant swap. If they don't root, well, I won't have them to give away. Let's see here. Now the reason that I don't mind cutting off of this plant is because I actually have 4 of these that I have already rooted that look much better than this mother plant does. And we'll cut that cutting in half. And we will cut that cutting in half. Let's see. We're still going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 5 more cuttings. Yes, 5 more. So let's take this limb. I mean, and that is a beautiful, beautiful plant. Healthy looking. I see no sign of damage, no infestation of any type of bug, which I use Castile soap fairly regular here in the greenhouse just to make sure I don't have an issue with like mealybugs. I mean, I also have a large population of praying mantis in here, which I absolutely love. They will get on you too. Once they get used to you, you come in here, the males will crawl all over you. The females pretty much still avoid us, but the males will crawl all over you. And we did find an egg sac the other day, so I'm very pleased with that. I would love to find 20 or 30 around the yard, because I always release my praying mantis inside the greenhouse and leave it open so that they can escape out into the wild. But now ladybugs, I put them directly on our crepe myrtles, them and lacewings, because I need to make sure that the lacewings are there to eat up every single thing, because these crepe myrtles here get so much bugs on them here in Birmingham, it's unreal. And there we have it, I think. I've got 2 more to stick here. Nope. Not 2, but these 2 are done. And then I have these 4 to do. And I am going to do something that I do every time I do any type of cutting, is once I get through with these, I will spray Castile soap spray on them, which is just half a gallon of water to 3 healthy tablespoons of pure Castile soap. And I will treat all of these cuttings with that, just because my eyesight is not what it once was. And just because I don't see anything, there are creatures in here that are much tinier than what my eyesight will allow me to see. Alright, so let's review. October the 18th, Summerton Main Street Plant Swap. It's going to be a Saturday from 12 until 2. I applied today, so I am hoping to hear something from them in the next couple of days. And even if I don't, those look great. So there's 21 of those. So why don't we make it interesting? The first 21 people who visit my booth can have this plant, or at least a cutting from it. Because I don't want you thinking you're getting my mother plant, because you're not. And so my Castile soap always has pink zip ties on it, so I can remember that it is not just water, and it's not water and fertilizer, but it is just Castile soap and water to kill any little bug that might be on there. Perfectly safe for our larger predatory bugs that come after them to eat. And there you have it, folks. The first 21 people who visit the booth at the Main Street Plant Swap in Summerton, Alabama on October the 18th from 12 until 2 will get one of these as a free gift. I hope y'all like videos. I don't know. I'm not getting much response out of people these days, but that doesn't matter. I enjoy doing it for myself more than anything, and it makes me do things. So y'all have a great evening. Like, subscribe, share. See y'all when we get there on Summerton, October the 18th, 12 to 2.